get ready to go. We're glad that you're all here, so now it's time to start the show. We're not in school, but we can still pretend by making music until this ends. We're making music with our Falcon friends.
Hey there, Falcons. Guys, today's a really important day because we're learning about a brand new thing in music. Something we've been talking about now for weeks. We're finally going to learn about it. We're going to learn what it looks like. We're going to learn what we call it. We're going to learn what it sounds like. Today's the day. Okay? So, I'm done talking. Let's make some music.
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
Alrighty, fourth grade. Guys, I am hungry. I hate to break it to you. I'm hungry. I'm just going to be honest with you and up front. I am hungry. So you know what? I got to sing a song. I'm sorry to say it, but I got to sing a song. I got a song that might not make you any less hungry because it's about something fresh out of the oven. It is a song called Big Fat Biscuit. You guys ever have a biscuit? One of those really big, fat biscuits out of the oven? Man, those are good. Okay, well, I got a song about it, and it goes like this. Grab my guitar. I almost forgot. Just so hungry. Here we go. Big fat biscuit, chew-ba-loo. Just from the oven, chew-ba-loo. Boy, jump over yonder, chew-ba-loo. Pretty simple song. Question, how many times do I take a breath in the song? How many phrases are there? See if you can count. Listen. Big fat biscuit, chew-ba-loo. Just from the oven, chew-ba-loo. Boy, jump over yonder, chew-ba-loo. How many phrases? So kind of a weird number. Usually we have 4 phrases, but this one doesn't have 4. This one's only got 3 phrases. Nice job. I'll sing this time, you echo back. Listen. Big fat biscuit, chew-ba-loo. Ooh, interesting. Big fat biscuit, loo, 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 loo. Do, re, mi, trichord. Good. Just from the oven, chew-ba-loo. Try it. Boy, jump over yonder, chew-ba-loo. Good. Hey, that word boy. Boy, jump over, boy, jump. That word boy comes before the first strong beat. Actually, it's a pickup note. Okay, here we go. Try the whole song with me. Here we go. Sing it. Big fat biscuit, chew-ba-loo. Just from the oven, chew-ba-loo. Boy, jump over yonder, chew-ba-loo. Good. You know, there's actually a game with this song as well. With this song, Big Fat Biscuit, you're going to need at least one other person to go up against you. Because it's a competition. It's not just a regular game. This is actually a contest. It's a competition for you and at least one other person. You get more than one other person, but you need at least one other person to compete with. Unless you want to compete with yourself, in which case, I guess you win regardless. Okay, here we go. To play this game, you line up in a straight row, a straight line, okay? And you face, not away from each other, but you stand next to each other, okay? You sing the song, Big Fat Biscuit, chew-ba-loo. Just from the oven, chew-ba-loo. Boy, jump over yonder, chew-ba-loo. On the word jump, that's when you are called into action. On the word jump, you are going to literally jump. You're going to jump as far as you can. Now, a couple of rules to make sure we're all being safe, but also making sure we're following the directions, okay? When we jump, you got to make sure when you jump, your feet land together. You can't have one foot land in front of the other. You got to have your feet landed together. Also, your hands can't touch the ground, or your jump doesn't count. Now, the contest is who can jump the furthest. Who can jump the furthest? So you sing the song, Big Fat Biscuit, chew-ba-loo. Just from the oven, chew-ba-loo. Boy, jump over yonder, chew-ba-loo. And by the end, you have jumped on that word jump, and you're going to see who jumps the furthest. If you have a lot of people in your house, you can do many different rounds of this. It's a lot of fun. But if you only have one other person, well, you can just compete and do maybe best out of 3, best out of 5. See how far you can jump. See how great of a job you can do with those jumps in the song. All right, so have some fun. Be careful. And don't fill up on too many Big Fat Biscuits, okay?
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
Alrighty, fourth grade. You know, guys, I have a song in my head, and I want to see if you can read my mind. Can you guess what song I'm thinking of? I bet you can. Listen closely. You know what song I'm obviously thinking of? Pack your bags, guys. We're going to Baltimore. Let's sing it with me. Here we go. I got a gal in Baltimore, Lil Liza Jane. Streetcar running by my door, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Great. Sing it, and you know what? Let's do that pattern. We did that ostinato. Remember that repeating pattern, the ostinato? Who remembers what it was? It was ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta. Try clapping that. Keep it clapping. See if you can sing along. Here we go. I got a gal in Baltimore, Lil Liza Jane. Streetcar running by my door, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Lil Liza Jane. Whew, that's tricky. That's tough stuff to do. You know what, guys? Let's answer a couple questions very quickly. This is the last time we ask these, so listen very carefully. So you've got good listening ears, good memory. First question. In the third phrase, how many beats do I keep? Loo, 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 loo. Who remembers how many beats? It's pretty many. 8 beats, exactly right, 8 beats. Let's split them in 2 equal halves. Math people, can you help me out here? 2 equal halves. We have 8 beats. They would each have, well, obviously, 4 and 4. The last 4 beats. Loo, 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 loo. Who remembers? What type of sound do we have at the very end here? Loo, 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 loo. It's one of those long sounds. One sound lasts for 2 beats. A half note, exactly right. You know, right before that, it sounds like we have another rhythm that takes both beats. It takes 2 beats. Loo, loo, loo. Short, long, short. Syncopation, right? Ta, dee, dee, ta. Sing that with me. Ta, dee, dee, ta. Good. That's the last 4 beats. Let's go back to the first 4. Let's see who remembers about the first 4 beats. Specifically, the first 2 beats. How many sounds do we sing over the first 2 beats? Loo, loo. Who remembers? How many sounds did I just sing? Loo, loo. 2 sounds, right? Okay. 2 sounds over 2 beats, but obviously they're not equal. They're not the same length. One of them is very long. One of them is short. Which is which? Loo, loo. Do you remember? If you don't remember, you could probably hear it. The first one is the long one. The second one is the short one. Long, short, another 2-beat rhythm. It's not a half note. It's not syncopation because it's only 2 sounds. The first sound is so long, it takes more than a beat, and the last sound is so short, it's just right at the very end. Long, short, ta, ta. Sing that with me this time. Long, short, ta, ta. Sing it and keep a steady beat. Long, short, ta, ta. Okay? Can we sing the whole phrase? Long, short, ta, 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 dee, dee, ta. Ooh, now that is tricky. Sing it one more time. Long, short, ta, 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 dee, dee, ta. Great. Good ears. Good listening. Now, last week, you made a picture. Well, I asked you to make a picture last week. I didn't show you that picture all this week, and I did that for a reason. I want to see if you can remember how to make that picture. Think about it. We've got 8 beats. I had 8 Lil Liza Janes, right? And then I split them up into 2s. 2, and I put like a street lamp, I believe, and then 2 more in a street lamp, like along the street in Baltimore. I was trying to be creative, okay? Give me a break, all right? Can you make that picture? Can you also show the different sounds? The long sounds, the short sounds, the syncopation, short, long, short, the long half note at the end. Can you make that picture from your brain? Think back. If you need to look back to last week, that's okay. I won't be offended. I won't even know, in fact, so I don't really care. But make that picture, because coming up next, we are going to learn about a brand new rhythm. One that is very, very tricky. One that has a note you've never even seen before. So get ready, make that picture, and stay tuned.
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
Alrighty, 4th grade, it is time to learn about a brand new rhythm. And not just any rhythm, a 2-beat rhythm. Very similar to a half note, 1 sound over 2 beats. Very similar to syncopation, 3 sounds over 2 beats. Short, long, short, ta, dee, dee. Except this is 2 sounds over 2 beats, where the first sound is long and the last sound is short. Well, when we have a 2-beat rhythm with 2 sounds, long, short, we have a rhythm name for it, and it's a little bit tricky. We call it ta-dee, where the first sound is very long and the last sound is very short. Ta-dee. Listen, I keep those 2 beats. Ta-dee. Say it with me. Ta-dee. Good. If I sing it in our song, Liza Jane, it sounds like this. Ta-dee, ta-ta, ta-dee, dee, ta. Sing that with me and keep a beat. Here we go. Ta-dee, ta-ta, ta-dee, dee, ta. Good. Sing it again with me. Here we go. Ta-dee, ta-ta, ta-dee, dee, ta. Good. Let's try to clap it as we sing it. Here we go. Ta-dee, ta-ta, ta-dee, dee, ta. Good. Our new rhythm, ta-dee. 2 sounds over 2 beats. Takes 2 whole beats to do. The first one's so long and the second one is so short. Good. This time I'm going to sing on Lou. Can you figure it out and sing it back to me on the new rhythms? Listen. Lou, 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 Lou. Good. Okay. Now, this rhythm is a little tricky to hear, but it's a little tricky to write as well. I'll just show you. Okay. First of all, I'm going to put up our time signature. That's important. 2, 4. I'm going to put 2 beats and a bar line, 2 beats and a bar line, 2 beats and a bar line, and 2 more beats and a bar line. Okay. Here's a little phrase from the song. You know what? Let's actually work backwards on this one. Let's actually start at the end and work our way back, because the new one's at the beginning. We'll do the ones we know first. The ending, ta, it's a half note. Remember what a half note looks like? Well, a half note is a note that you don't color in, and the beat after it is blank. Because that beat after it, well, this one takes 2 whole beats to do, so you can't put anything there. It's one sound that lasts for both beats, okay? Here in the third measure, we've got syncopation. That's what we learned about earlier. 3 sounds over 2 beats. 1, 2, 3. But remember, the first and the last are short. We have to add something to those notes to make them short. What do we have to add? That's right, a flag. Very good. Okay. There we've got syncopation right there. Half note, syncopation, very cool. Here we've got just ta-ta. That's just 2 quarter notes. That's very easy. Okay. That's like a first grader could do that. Now, our new rhythm. Okay. It's also 2 sounds over 2 beats. So let's just put our notes here first. We'll put 2 notes because it's 2 sounds over 2 beats. But we know that this is not right because these are the same and the sounds don't sound the same. They sound different. The first one's long and the last one's short. Well, we know what we add to a note to make it sound short. Remember what you do to a note to make it sound short? You have to add something, a flag. Which is the short one? Not the first one, it's the second one, right. So I'm going to put a flag on that one. Now, we have a little problem. This note right here, it's not long enough. It's actually not long enough because this sounds so short, we have a little bit of extra room here to fill in. But, well, we can't put a half note because a half note takes up both beats, and that's not quite right either. What are we going to add to this? We have to show something. This note is a little bit longer than it normally is. Well, in music, we can make a note sound longer by adding something after it. Like we add a flag to make a note sound shorter, we're going to add a little dot to make a note sound a little bit longer. A dot after a note makes it sound a little bit longer, and that's how this song is going to work. That's how this phrase is going to work. Ta-dee, ta-ta, ta-dee, dee, ta. See how that works? Sing along with me and read it. Here we go. Ta-dee, ta-ta, ta-dee, dee, ta. Good. Sing it again. Make sure you're pointing along. See if you can point along with me. Ta-dee, ta-ta, ta-dee, dee, ta. Good. This is a new type of note called a dotted quarter note. Can you say dotted quarter note? A dotted quarter note is going to be followed by this 8th note with the flag. And this new rhythm, ta-dee, is a 2-beat rhythm, just like a half note, just like syncopation. It takes 2 beats to do. But this rhythm is 2 sounds, where the first one's long with the dot, and the second one is short with the flag. Okay? It's our new rhythm, a dotted quarter note and an 8th note, ta-dee. Okay? Next week, we're going to be going through a whole bunch of songs that we've been singing recently and discover that, yes, in these songs, we have many, many patterns that include this new 2-beat rhythm, ta-dee. Okay? So get ready for that. And until next week, I don't know, I guess take a trip to Baltimore and have some fun.
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
Alrighty, fourth grade guys, you have been working very, very hard these past couple weeks. You've learned a lot of new songs, learned some new games. You have, oh my, we've just made those boom whackers last week. There's a lot of new stuff going on. So take some time right now, some free time, some musical free time. Teach a song or a game to somebody else at your house. Maybe make some music on your new boom whackers. Maybe take some of the other instruments we've made over the years so far and put them together. Maybe make like a little band at home. I don't know, experiment, explore, have some fun, okay? Take some time right now for yourself to make some music with your Falcon friends.
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
Well, we sure had fun this week, didn't we? So, until next time, grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear the pitter pat? And the happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over. If I ever